In this video, we'll create the turning toolpath on the left spindle. We'll create the 8mm through hole halfway. We'll do a rough and finish bore, finish and groove ops, and then we'll do a left-hand thread. Let's start out by creating the drill toolpath. So I'm going to double click on my view sheet, and I'm going to go up to General Turning, and we want a drill operation. I have an 8mm drill here ready to go. We have upper left selected, which is what we need, and we'll jump in and give it a depth. I'll pick the middle here, and I'm just going to round that number off. So we'll go -60, and we should be good to go. Next, we'll do a rough bore on the ID up inside of here. So we'll grab rough, grab the chamfer on the front, and come all the way back down. Again, we have upper left, which looks good. We're going to grab the 8mm boring bar, which is a close fit for this. So I've gone ahead and determined what the best settings for this are. So our depth of cut is going to be 1.7. Our stock to leave is going to be 0.5 in both X and Z. We'll change our lead in and lead out. So we want our lead in to follow our break edge here, and our lead out, we're going to need to shorten that up a little bit. We'll make it come straight down and shorten that up to 0.3. And I think that'll get us a tool path. It does. So we've roughed it. Now let's finish it. We use the same chain, and still upper left, still the boring bar, and we'll change our lead in, lead out. Lead in looks good. Lead out looks good. And again, we need to shorten this because of the size of the bar. 0.3. So we've got it drilled halfway, and we've got it bored out. Now let's do a finish turn on it. So we'll grab the finish toolpath again, and I'll grab the radius in the front. I'm sorry, chamfer on the front, and we'll come up and over the top. We're going to use the 55-degree right-hand tool, insert down. We've still got upper left selected, and we just want to make our lead out. We want to extend that a little bit so we can get on the other side of the shoulder, and that should do it. So we're finished up through here. Now we need to grab that groove. So we'll grab this groove toolpath. I'm going to go with chain. I'll grab this shoulder, and I'll come up and create that chamfer. So again, upper left looks good. For our groove shape parameters, they look good. Groove rough looks good. And finish looks good. All our default settings should work fine for this. Oops, I didn't pick the right tool. We'll keep this. Come back in, and we'll grab this 1.5mm top notch tool. See how we do with that. Alright, so now we have a groove, and we're going to throw a thread on here. So we'll grab the thread tool path. Thread tool comes up. Upper left is good. For our thread shape parameters, we're going to make a 20 by 1.5mm left hand thread. So our lead will be 1.5. Our major diameter, pick this point here for 20. Our thread depth is 0.920, which will give me my minor diameter. My end position will be the middle of the undercut. And our thread cut parameters for our purposes are fine. Now we have a thread. That will do it for this video. We'll mill the flats in the next video.